acre of hemp makes 20 bales of oil. No need for pesticides to poison all our soil. People got no food, they got no clothes, they got no rest. Well, time for hemp! Yeah!
At Hempfest, we've said for a long time that we have no human enemies. We just want to change the law.
Right.
And we've been the whole time more about breaking ground than breaking the law.
Right.
We're all about breaking ground, and we've created history here and done things that nobody's been able to accomplish. It gives me tremendous pleasure to introduce our next speaker. You may have heard that the Seattle Police Department has been passing out Doritos with messaging about I-502 on them this year. It's been all over the news internationally. And the next person I'm bringing up was instrumental in making that happen. It gives me tremendous pleasure on behalf of Seattle Events and Nonprofit Corporation Seattle Hempfest to introduce to you the spokesperson for the Seattle Police Department, Sergeant Sean Whitcomb.
No!
Give it up, show your love.
Thank you, Vivian.
You know, things that change when they.
It's an honor to be here addressing you guys, talking about Hempfest in the first year where marijuana has been decriminalized. Our goal is to make sure that people understand the law.
Yeah.
They understand what is acceptable, what isn't. Adult possession is legal. Adult use is legal within your own home.
Thank you.
If you're a minor, you are not allowed to smoke. It's just like liquor. Minor in possession, remember those MIPs?
That works for me.
Still a big deal.
That's good.
Distribution on our streets is a felony.
Ooh.
Next year, distribution centers will be up. A lot of these issues will be sorted out.
Yay!
In the meantime, you can expect lenience, education, patience from our department. We want to make sure that you guys understand what the rules are. There will not be a heavy hand. I-75 was clear to us 10 years ago that marijuana enforcement was our lowest priority.
Yay!
We understand that. Jim Pedrell, our police chief, has 4 cornerstones. When he was made interim chief this past May, he sent it out to the department. Justice. That's following the law, everybody. Excellence. It's doing our job right. Like maybe passing out delicious snacks with the rules on them. So you guys will check them out. Humility. Humility means service. Service to the people of the city of Seattle. Service to everyone. Not just residents, but tourists, business owners, students, men, women, kids. This is our job.
Remember?
The last cornerstone that Chief Pedrell has set forth, harm reduction. That's what we're about. That's the police department's values right now. We want to work, we want to serve, we want to do the right thing. We want you guys to learn the rules, respect the vote. This is a historic time in our history.
It is.
Lots of things are changing. Washington State and Colorado are pioneering a new path, a new direction. We'll see what happens with everyone else. But as a police officer that works in Seattle, that works for the city of Seattle, these are the laws that I've sworn to uphold, and we're going to continue to do that. Thank you.
Thank you for turning out. Big thank you to Paul Stanford for making it possible for me to be part of this great broadcast. I also want to say thank you to someone who's not here, Jack Hare, for making it possible for me to learn about medical marijuana. And of course, I want to say thank you for all of you for turning out to make this a fantastic event for Viv and all the hardworking people at the Seattle Hempfest. For the crew who has made this a wonderful event, please give everybody a big thank you and a big round of applause. They have made it safe for you to be here and fun. I also want to remind you that we are here because of a man by the name of Peter McWilliams. Peter McWilliams is an individual who fought for all of us to have the right for medical marijuana, and you should pick up his books. They're very interesting to read and learn from. He speaks from the heart. He spoke from the heart in prison. He spoke from the heart while he was dealing with his medical problems, and I too can relate. I have medical marijuana. I am a medical marijuana card holder in the state of Oregon, and I have had more medical marijuana patients on my show as guests than any other global, international, national, or local broadcast program to date. I think medical marijuana patients need a loud voice to be heard from. I suffer from bipolar. There are some of those days when I wake up and I think, I can rule the world. It's going to be my day today. Give me a joint. I'm going to go out and paint the house. I'm going to tell the mayor how to run the town. And then when I get done that night, we're going to party till the cows come home. Then there are days when I wake up and I think, you know, the world would be so much better if I was not here. And that's a horrible thing to deal with at times. And I know that I'm not the only one who has to deal with that. I went to my doctor and I said, "Doctor, I don't get it. I got a nice life, you know, I'm not living in the streets, I got a pretty good IQ, I'm able to function, I got my legs. I should be happy. You know, I got my life ahead of me, I got people who love me, and yet there are times when I wake up and I want to put a bullet through my brain, I don't get it. And I don't understand, doctor, why is it when I wake up some days, I think I'm going to conquer the CEO market on Wall Street, and I go out and do so many stupid things that I look so ignorant that I can't figure out what went wrong." And he said to me, "You're bipolar, and you need medical marijuana." And I went, "Excuse me?" He said, "I had patients that have cancer, and they're dealing with chemotherapy. He's got patients that have glaucoma. He has patients that deal with depression. And for all those patients, he subscribes medical marijuana." I was really surprised. I'm there in Indiana, at a place where everything's about 10 years behind date, and I got my family doctor telling me I need medical marijuana, and I asked him why. He said, "Well, here's the deal. If we give you something to take care of all your happy feelings, and we gotta give you a bunch of crap to take care of all those depressed feelings as well. And if we gave you something for the other, we gotta balance it out. We gotta try chemicals. We gotta figure out what's gonna work for you. We gotta figure out, once we get the right medication, how much dosage. And then there's all these side effects. Some will have, you wanna kill yourself, and you got that problem. Some will make you, so you wanna kill your neighbor. We don't want that. But with medical marijuana, if you smoke it, the only side effect is you're going to kill a plate of fudge. You're going to down a brownie. You're going to go next door to your neighbor and ask if they want some too. So you're going to be nice to people, which for you, Casper, might be a little stretch. Which I thought was nice. My doctor knew me since I was a little kid. He knows I am a little pissed sometimes. Especially when I see my friends that I love in need of medical marijuana like Peter McWilliams needed and couldn't get it because our government, who gives patients right now, Elvin Maseka, who was here, Irv Rosenfeld, who was here, patients who get medical marijuana from our government, puts on their website at the White House, medical marijuana has no medicinal value. Please don't lie to me. I got a high IQ and I don't buy that crap anymore. I'm telling you, people in Washington, D.C., your children can walk into a library and Google search medical marijuana and learn more in 6 minutes than what you've learned in 6 centuries. Don't give me that crap. That's when I get a little cranky. I get a little annoyed when I see somebody in a hospital crying because they are hurting and they're being given side effect pills that make them want to throw up, have diarrhea, not talk to their family, not be able to digest their dinner. When we already know from the history books, we already know from what's being told to us by science that there is an alternative medication. There is a healthy way to take care of these problems without these side effects, and you need that medication. And I'm mad as hell that you can't get it in all your states. Now, we can do it here, we can do it in Portland, we need to do it back home to wherever you're at. So I ask you, as our visitors today, that when you leave here with the message that we need to end prohibition. It is a luxury item we can no longer afford. It's bankrupting our country. It's destroying our future. And it's robbing us of people today who need to be alive and healthy and can't because you will not give the medications available to them now. Please take that message home with you. Please fight your congressmen. Please tell your senators. Please tell your moms and your dads and your brothers and sisters that it really is time for hemp. Thank you for your time and your attention. It's been an honor to be a part of this broadcast. I send you my love.
They spent. Take another look and take some time for hemp. Don't cut the trees for paper, cause it hurts the environment. Stop deforestation, yeah, it's time for hemp. An acre of hemp makes 20 barrels of oil. There's no need for pesticides to poison all our soil. People got no food, they got no clothes, they got no rent. Look at all that money, yeah, the money that they spent. Take another look and take some time for hemp. Don't cut the trees for paper, cause it hurts the